The bitter side of jackpot bliss, when lottery winners lose it all. From rags to riches and back again. Discover the shocking truth behind the fleeting fortune of lottery winners, where millions are squandered, dreams turn to dust, and newfound wealth becomes a curse in disguise.
Lottery winners, rich but happy? Every week, millions of dollars are spent and won on lottery tickets. With jackpots hitting hundreds of millions of dollars, many lottery winners suddenly find themselves with much more money than they're used to. Many will have enough to purchase a new car, buy a luxury house, take a holiday, and quit working, all within a short space of time. These lucky few, however, may end up with more problems than they had before they struck it rich. According to financial planner Steven Goldbart, 2 out of 3 winners spend all their winnings within 5 years.
Newly affluent lottery winners are actually in quite a tricky situation, so much so that lottery organizers employ counselors to help them. These counselors encourage winners to get advice from financial experts, such as accountants, about how best to invest their earnings. The counselors also help winners understand how their lives may change for the better and possibly for the worse. Many lottery winners are sensible when managing their new wealth. Some, however, do not use their money wisely and end up getting into various unforeseen difficulties. Take a look at the fortunes of 2 very different lottery winners.
Michael Carroll is an example of what can happen to lottery winners if they don't manage their money carefully. When Carroll was 19 years old, he won £10 million in England's national lottery. At the time, Carroll was working as a garbage collector, and the money changed his life. 3 months after winning the lottery, he bought a home in a small town and turned the backyard into a 24-hour racetrack. The constant noise and dust upset his neighbors. He also purchased several luxury vehicles but was stopped for driving a brand new BMW without license plates or insurance. He was banned from driving for 6 months. This wasn't Carroll's first encounter with the law. He was frequently arrested for drug possession and other crimes and was jailed for 9 months in 2006 for violent behavior. Upon his release from prison, Carroll applied for loans to make the payments on the properties he had bought and to continue funding his extravagant lifestyle. In just 8 years, Carroll had spent all his winnings. It was reported in 2010 that he was trying to get his old job as a garbage collector back.
After winning almost $29 million in a North Carolina lottery in 2009, Billy and Jeff Wilson say they have learned a lot about managing money. When people found out that the father and son had won so much money, the family had to leave their hometown to avoid people asking them for financial help. Billy, the elder Wilson, stopped working but likes to believe that winning the lottery hasn't really changed them as people. He said, "We live around a bunch of millionaires, and some of them are the most miserable people on earth. Just because you have money doesn't make you any better than anyone else, and sometimes it seems like they forgot that." His son, Jeff, says he just enjoys hanging out with friends and fishing. Thanks to the sensible way in which they handled their lottery money, the Wilsons are set to enjoy their winnings for a long time.
If you happen to be lucky enough to win the lottery, here are a few simple rules that financial advisors recommend following. 1. Meet with an accountant or other financial advisor. 2. Pay all debts, such as home mortgages, car loans, and credit card bills. 3. Calculate how much money will be needed to live on every year, and then invest the extra money. 4. Hand in your resignation only when you know you really don't need the job anymore.
Summary. Lottery winners often find themselves with millions of dollars in their pockets, often with the potential to purchase a new car, a luxury house, a holiday, or quit working. However, these lucky few may end up with more problems than they had before they struck it rich. According to financial planner Steven Goldbart, 2 out of 3 winners spend all their winnings within 5 years. Lottery organizers employ counselors to help these winners, encouraging them to get advice from financial experts and understand how their lives may change for the better or worse.
Some lottery winners, like Michael Carroll, may not use their money wisely and end up getting into unforeseen difficulties. For example, Carroll, a 19-year-old garbage collector, bought a home and turned the backyard into a 24-hour racetrack, but was banned from driving for 6 months. He also faced legal issues, including drug possession and jail time.
Similarly, Billy and Jeff Wilson, who won nearly $29 million in a North Carolina lottery in 2009, learned a lot about managing money. They had to leave their hometown to avoid financial help, but they believe that winning the lottery hasn't changed them as people. Financial advisors recommend meeting with an accountant, paying off debts, calculating the amount needed to live on, investing the extra money, and handing in resignations only when they know they don't need the job anymore.
This content is mainly for the purpose of learning and expanding your English vocabulary. We are learning American English. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Thank you for considering subscribing to see more exciting videos.